Hello, Peter and Peter.
Angelina, does an actress owe a studio good behavior, or at least not bad behavior?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on what that reputation is or what they've done. I mean, if somebody just having a rumored reputation certainly is nothing they can do about it. But somebody that goes out of their way ever to be a bad person or doesn't, I don't like seeing anybody successful as a bad. I don't like working with directors or producers or anybody that's selfish and mean to people. And I think they affect in a huge way, not just the box office, not just the studio that they're responsible to, but just, I mean, people like that aren't good people to have around or work with in any way.
But don't they owe something to that investor?
Sure, but I guess I'd have to be more specific about what that is, because if somebody wants to suddenly get married to somebody that everybody thinks is not a good idea, that's obviously not the studio's business. They're in love, or if somebody does I mean, there's something very bad behavior that you do that you've decided to be totally irresponsible and horrible and self-destructive. So it would be, I think, I mean, that's a difficult question to answer. It has to be specific to the situation.
There are always these random pieces about you, whether they're in the National Enquirer or the New York Times. Now, how do you react to these? Are they a help or a pain?
I really don't read the things, and I just assume that people out there are smart enough to know that there's only half truth to it. And also, I've traveled enough and been around enough in the world to know that there is a small group of people that read gossip things, and there's a huge world of people that are interested in things that are actually important. So that tiny group of gossipy people that care about, who's sleeping with who in Hollywood, I'm not overly concerned about that corner of what they're thinking about.
So is success harder to handle than failure?
Sure, I think that's part of it. And I think most people, I mean, that's why they call it teenage angst and all that. I mean, most people growing up have some kind of questions about who they are and what their purpose is. And I think certainly that doesn't help when sometimes you've become successful and you become successful for not really accomplishing amazing, important things, but for maybe doing something that becomes popular. And so you can feel a bit empty or confused why you're getting so much attention for something that was just a piece of art or something that you did, and so I think that can be a very strange time to not know what to do with this newfound success or wealth and not have a purpose for it. So I think it takes that to balance.
Can an actor today, in this paparazzi environment, afford to do serious films about serious issues?
I really don't care. I don't know if an actress or a human being can afford not to do things that they care about. I mean, if you care about something and it's important to you and you think it's worth doing, whether you do it perfectly or not shouldn't matter. I think it just should matter most what you're attempting and where your heart is when you're doing it. And I don't know. I mean, I always wanted to be an actor because I wanted to communicate with people, and I wanted to tell stories and learn more about myself and about life, and kind of throw questions out there and get your answers back from how you respond and just keep growing. So just to be completely open and honest about every single thing in my life and to just be experimenting and having a very full life was just always my intention. However that translates, and if people feel they know me more because they actually do, or they feel closer, or they relate to more things, I think that